Hello friends. So today we're going to discuss about class 7th science chapter 14 elements, compounds and mixtures. Heading, let's recall. 1. How many different states of matter are there? Name them. 2. What changes what sorry what brings about a change of state of matter? 3. What are the properties of matter? 4th, do all substances have same properties? Heading, classify the following substances according to their properties. Water, thermocol, soil, iron, coal, paper, rubber, copper, coir, plastic. Subheading, can you tell what are objects made of? 2. What are these articles of everyday use made of? Electric wire, kitchen utensils, nails, tables and chairs, window panes, soil, salt, sugar. Heading, matter. We say that an object is made up of a certain substance. The term matter is also used as a synonym of substance. In scientific language, however, a single term or a single concept, and that which an object is made of is called matter. Heading, the particulate nature of matter and properties of matter. 1. Take a piece of chalk and keep on dividing it into smaller pieces. What will happen? 2. Wipe a drop of ink with a handkerchief. What effect does it have on the cloth of the handkerchief? 3. What happens when the lid of a bottle of perfume is opened? It is the matter present in various things in solid, liquid, or gaseous state that is responsible for their properties. Even though they are divided into small particles, their properties due to matter present in them remain the same. These properties, such as white color of the chalk, the blue color of the ink, the fragrance of a perfume, are the properties of the matter of which each of them is made. Heading, use your brain power. 1. In a day-to-day life, we come across many things in our surroundings. We touch them, we study their properties. Are all these things made from only one kind of matter or from more than one kind of matter? 2. Classify the following according to the nature of matter in them. Whether it is made up of one kind of matter or from more than one kind of matter, and whether it is in solid, liquid or gaseous state. An engraved idol, gold, milk, water, a plank, concrete, salt, soil, coal, smoke, sharbat, cooked khichdi, steam. Subheading, try this. 1. Fill a glass of water up to the brim. Drop a small stone in it. What happens? 2. Take a balance. Place a small stone in one pan and a big stone in the other. Which pan goes down? Why? Which properties of matter can you tell from the above activities? Objects have mass, and mass can be measured with the help of devices like the common balance. Also, they occupy space. They acquire both these properties from the matter that they are made of. In other words, mass and volume are two important properties of matter. Many kinds of matter found in nature are in pure form, that is, they contain only one constituent. In scientific language, matter made of only one constituent is called substance. For example, gold, diamond, water, chalk. Other kinds of matter are made up of two or more substances. These are called mixtures. Heading: use your brain power. Which one of the following are mixtures? Water, sharbat, iron, steel, coal, air, salt, copper, brass, soil. Heading: elements. Subheading: try this. 1. Take water in a teapot and cover it. Heat the water to a boil. What do you see on inside of the lid? 2. Fill water in a spray pump. Spray the water and observe the spray. The water droplets collected on inside of the lid of the teapot are formed by condensation of the vapor from the boiling water. Water in the form of vapor is composed of extremely thin particles and therefore we cannot even see them. You will see that the spray is also composed of small particles of water. Similarly, all substances are made up of extremely tiny particles. The smallest particles of substances are molecules. A substance whose molecules are made up of one or more atoms which are exactly alike is called an element. We do not get different substances by the decomposition of an element. The smallest particle of elements are made of only one type of atoms. We cannot see atoms with the naked eyes, but when crores of atoms come together, their total volume is large enough to be visible to our eyes. The mass and volume of atoms of different elements are different. Heading: do you know? To date, scientists have discovered 118 elements. Of these, 92 occur in nature, while the remaining 92 are man-made. Hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, iron, mercury, copper are a few of the important natural elements. More new elements are being discovered through research work. Box. Heading: great scientists. Democritus named the small particles of an element's atom because in the Greek language, atomos means indivisible. In 1803, John Dalton proposed his theory, stating that atoms cannot be created or divided into smaller particles or destroyed. He used certain symbols to represent elements. For example, encircled C, copper; encircled plus, sulfur; encircled dot, hydrogen. Box. Oxygen occurs in nature in the gaseous state. Two atoms of oxygen are joined to form a molecule of oxygen which has an independent existence. Oxygen in air is always in molecular state. Just like atoms, molecules cannot be seen with the naked eyes. Heading: use your brain. Which elements are present in air? Is carbon dioxide an element? What are the properties of element due to? Fourth, are atoms of different elements similar or dissimilar? Heading: can you tell? What do short forms Dr, HM, AC, ATV dot, CM, DC stand for? In day-to-day life, we use short forms in many places. A similar method is used to indicate elements. The scientist Berzelius was the first to use the symbol method of using symbols for elements. The symbol of an element is written in the English script and is the short form of its name. Some elements and their symbols are listed in the table alongside. When the initial letter in the name of two or more elements is the same, a pair of letters is used to write the symbol. For example, we will write C for carbon and Cl for chlorine. table. Element symbol. Hydrogen H, helium He, lithium Li, beryllium Be, boron B, carbon C, nitrogen N, oxygen O, fluorine F, neon E, sodium Na, magnesium Mg, aluminium Al, silicon Si, phosphorus P, sulfur S, chlorine Cl, argon Ar, potassium K, calcium Ca. From the internet or reference book, obtain information about elements and prepare a table according to the format given below. Heading: Name of the element, symbol, discovery of the element, state, information and uses. Heading: Can you tell? 1. Which metals do we use in day-to-day life? 2. Are metals elements? Elements are generally classified into two groups, metal and non-metals. We have studied the properties of metals such as malleability, ductility, conductivity of heat and electricity, density, luster and sonority. The elements that do not show these properties are called nonmetals. For example, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine. The elements that show some properties of metal and some properties of nonmetals are called metalloids. This is the third group of element. Arsenic, silicon and selenium are examples of metalloids. Box. Heading: Do you know? The wire that we see in the electric bulb in our house is made up of the element tungsten. Its symbol W is derived from its German name Wolfram. Similarly, the symbols of silver bracket open Ag and gold bracket open Au are derived from their Latin names argentum and aurum respectively. Elements occur in solid, liquid or gaseous state. Some metals are difficult to use in pure form. For example, pure iron rusts in air. Pure gold is very soft and bends easily. The properties of the original metal can be modified by mixing one or more metal in it. Such a mixture of metals is called an alloy. Brass, steel, 22 karat gold are few examples of alloys. Heading: Find out. Which of the elements are metal, which are non-metal and which are metalloids. Heading: Compounds. Subheading: Try this. 1. Take sugar in a test tube and heat the test tube. Observe what happens, what remains behind. 2. Using tongs, hold a magnesium ribbon in flame and observe. What changes took place in the above two experiments? In the first case, the sugar melts and then it loses water, leaving behind a black substance. This black substance is carbon. What does this imply? How many elements is sugar made of? What does the name carbon dioxide imply? How many and which elements is this substance made of? The substance formed by chemical combination of two or more elements is a compound. 1. Which one of these are compounds? Which are elements? Water, oxygen, carbon dioxide. 2. What is the smallest particle of a compound called? Box. Heading: Always remember. A substance is a compound only if its molecules are made up of atoms of different types. Water is a compound. One molecule of water is made up of two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. Heading. Can you tell? 1. Which element helps combustion? 2. Does water help combustion? Hydrogen is a combustible substance, that is, it burns. Oxygen helps combustion, but water, which is formed by a combination of hydrogen and oxygen, is used to extinguish a fire. In other words, the properties of a compound are different from those of the constituent element. Like an element, a compound is also written in an abridged form. A molecule of a compound is formed by a chemical combination of atoms of two or more elements. Therefore, a molecular formula is used to represent a compound. A molecular formula of a compound is a short form of its name written with the help of the symbols of the constituent elements and the number of the respective atoms. Heading. Collect information and prepare a table. Constituent elements and molecular formulae of various components such as salt, alum, blue vitriol, ammonium chloride, baking soda, chalk, washing soda. In table we have headings: compound, constituent elements, symbol and number of atoms, molecular formula, characteristics. Under compound water, we have molecular formula H2O. Heading: mixture. Subheading: try this. 1. Prepare a sharbat. 2. Prepare a bhel. Does the taste of the original ingredients change due to above processes? A mixture is formed by mixing different elements or compounds. The proportion of various elements in a mixture is not fixed. No chemical change takes place during the formation of mixture and no new substance is formed. Subheading. Can you tell? 1. What are the mixtures used in everyday life? 2. Are all mixtures useful to us? 3. How will you separate each component from mixture of semolina, salt and iron fillings? You might remember that mixing unwanted substances in any foodstuff is called adulteration. In other words, an adulterated foodstuff is also a kind of mixture. When an unwanted and harmful substance is mixed with another substance, the resulting mixture remains no longer useful. In such cases, we separate the unwanted ingredients from the mixture. For this purpose, simple and easy methods such as straining (bracket open), filtering (bracket close), sifting, picking, sorting, winnowing, combining with a magnet and sublimation are used. Which ingredients from which mixtures could be separated by these methods? We have learned about the properties of matter and the effects of heat. And these properties are also used for separating the components of a mixture. Heading: box. Observe and discuss. Heading: method of distillation. Take some salt water in a round bottom flask. Arrange the apparatus as shown in the figure. Start heating the liquid in the flask placed on the wire gauze. Observe the conical flask. Slowly, droplets of water start falling into it. Where did these drops come from? The salt water in the round bottom flasks boil on heating. The water in it vaporizes. When the vapor passes through the inclined tube, it gets cooled due to the surrounding cold water and thus condenses to form water. Thus, The drops falling into the conical flask are of the water from the salt solution in the round bottom flask. Salt remains behind at the bottom of the round bottom salt, where all the water has collected in the conical flask. This method is called distillation. Distillation is also used for the purification of impure liquids. Heading: Use your brain power. Is the water that falls from clouds naturally pure? 2. Which properties of a liquid are seen in distillation method? 3. For what purpose is distilled water used? Heading: Method of separation using separating funnel. When a mixture of two immiscible liquid is left undisturbed, two layers are clearly seen to have formed. The heavier of the liquid remains below and the lighter liquid floats on it. Two liquids in a mixture can be separated by making use of this property. Subheading: Procedure. Pour a mixture of kerosene and water into a separating funnel with its stopcock closed. Close the stopper. Fix the separating funnel firmly on a stand. Leave the mixture in the funnel undisturbed for a while. Water will remain below and kerosene will float on it. Now, without shaking the funnel, remove the stopper. Once the stopcock to collect the water at the bottom of the funnel in a beaker. Close the stopcock when all the water is collected in the beaker. Now, kerosene and water are separated. Heading: Method of centrifugation. Turbid water, ink, milk, buttermilk, blood are mixture of liquid and insoluble solids. When turbid water is kept undisturbed for a while, the soil particle in it slowly settle to the bottom. The particles of milk or ink, however, do not settle even on being left undisturbed. This is because the particles of the solid in such mixtures, being very tiny and light, remain evenly distributed in the liquid. These particles cannot be separated from liquid even by methods like filtration or settling. How will you separate such solid particles from liquid? In laboratory, a centrifuge machine is used to separate solids from a mixture of liquid and solid. It consists of a disc which rotates like a fan at great speeds. There is a provision to attach test tubes at the rim of this disc. When test tubes attached to the disc rotate at high speed, a force is generated which pushes particle away from the center. As a result, the solid particles in the mixture in the test tube collect at the bottom of the test tube and are thereby separated from the liquid. Heading: Method of chromatography. If two or more substances are dissolved in small proportion in the same solution, these substances are separated from each other by means of chromatography. This method is used in pharmaceutical science, factories and scientific laboratories for detecting new ingredients and for identifying and separating components of a mixture. Heading: Procedure. Take some water in a beaker. Take a rectangular piece of filter paper. Put one spot of blue ink on it about 2 cm from one edge. Keep this paper upright in the water in the beaker. Place a lid on the beaker. After some time, the spot on the ink is seen to have risen and collected at a particular height on the filter paper. If there are two or more constituents of different colors in the ink, they will be seen to have risen to different height due to their indifferent colors and thus appear distinct from each other. This experiment can be done using a chalk stick instead of a filter paper. In the substance of, I'm sorry, in this method of separation called chromatography, two properties of substances are used. These are solubility of the substances in the solvent that moves up and the ability of the substance to stick to a stationary filter paper. These properties are mutually opposite and are different for different substances. As a result, all the components of a mixture do not rise all the way to the upper end of filter paper but remain behind at different heights. Thank you.